Hello everybody. My name is Kelly and I've been asked to share my PRRT journey with you today, and I feel blessed to do so. A little bit about myself. I am a mom. I have three 20-something-year-old kids who are at various stages of adulting. I am a special education teacher. I'm married to a wonderful man named George, and I'm also deeply spiritual, and that has been my anchor through all of this. I am happy to tell you that I have lived with neuroendocrine cancer since 2003. I was diagnosed when I was 38 years old with three little kids, and it was a very scary time. My primary was in my ileum, and it had already seeded to my liver before we found it. Luckily, I was able to find Dr. Wolin at Cedars-Sinai, and he said that there was hope. He said we needed to treat this as a chronic disease, but that we needed to be aggressive. My treatment plan at that time was surgeries and chemoembolizations. We were able to remove the primary, and the chemoembolizations really were able to get rid of a lot of the tumor that was in my liver. And I also was on the Sandostatin LAR, and at that time interferon was used, so I was on that as well. That lasted me till about 2009. I started progressing again, and I ended up having another surgery. A couple years later, started progressing again. I went on an Afinitor clinical trial that after 18 months I was progressing on that, so we decided that to discontinue. In 2015, I had yet another liver surgery. Some of the tumors in my liver were starting to gain a foothold, and we were able to do some ablation and take care of those. That lasted a couple years, but then in 2017, I started progressing again, so I really had to start looking at PRRT as an option at that time. Luckily, right around the time that we had really decided it was time, it just had gotten FDA approved, and Cedars-Sinai was starting up in 2018. August 2018, I had my first treatment at Cedars, and I was one of the first patients there. The treatment itself wasn't horrible, except for the fact that I had the amino acids, the full amino acids, and I know now they have a compounded version that is much more tolerable. It was about, I don't know, I got there at 8 in the morning, left about 2 in the afternoon, felt like having a horrible flu. And it's hard to know how much of that was from the medication to mitigate some of those side effects from the amino acids versus the actual Lutathera that was used. But immediately after the first treatment, I had pain in my abdomen that had been chronic for building up for about a year and a half, and it went away. My serotonin levels over the course of the next couple treatments started to drop. And by the end of the fourth treatment, my serotonin levels were back in the normal range again. And serotonin's just been a real good marker for me. At the end of my last treatment, about a month after that, I did have an MRI, and it showed that it didn't show any shrinkage, but it did show that the progression had stopped. So that was encouraging. I was hoping for shrinkage, and I know that with this treatment, that's not that is very rare. But you know, one always hopes. I am due for another MRI now, but due to the quarantine, I decided to put that off for a month. But I will tell you this, that I feel fantastic. Over the course of the treatment last year, my hair thinned, I was anemic, but after about a week after each treatment of feeling like I had had the flu and just hanging out in bed and resting and drinking chicken soup and Gatorade and crackers, I was able to go back to teaching throughout the whole series of treatments. if I look back at pictures now, I see that I have black circles under my eyes, and my hair had thinned, and I did lose quite a bit of weight. But after the last treatment, my body slowly started to heal itself, and now here I am a year out from my last treatment. My hair is thick again, my color is back, my weight is at a good healthy weight. I'm exercising, doing yoga, and feeling fantastic. So for me, PRRT was a great option at the right time. And I think the art of treating this disease is realizing that you do have a lot of options and knowing when to use them. And so I have absolutely no regrets about choosing PRRT. All my tumors were scattered, yet they were smaller than 3 centimeters. So I do think that helped. I am low grade, and I have and I'm in good health. So we'll see how long this takes me. If you have any further questions and you want to contact me, I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm a neuroendocrine dinosaur, and I'm happy to be that. But I do know that I may have a long road ahead of me. My future is uncertain, but I do have faith, and I have no regrets about any of the treatment options that I've chosen so far. So I hope this helps. Bless you in your journey, and I'm happy to be here for you.